I will say this, it does look good from about 10-15 feet away. Well, it is a boat after all, so we can't be afraid of a little water getting on it. It's raining outside, and when I open up my garage door, of course, then all that water drips down on everything right in this area here, including the nose of the boat. But like I said, can't be afraid of a little water. It is a boat after all. Well, good morning, folks. Thank you all for watching, and thank you all for clicking on this video, and thank you to all my subscribers. So with that said, let's just go right ahead and jump right into this video, and let me show you what I've got going on this morning. A few months ago, as you may recall, I made a set of bunks for my trailer, and I just felt like I made them just a little bit too short. I made them 48 inches long, and after I got them made and went out to test fit them on the trailer, I just felt like they were too short, so I'm remaking them. I made these 60 inches, 5 feet, and so I've got them shaped the way I want them now. Just need to coat them polyurethane, get them painted, and get the padding material stapled on, and just get everything bolted together. And that's what I'm going to be working on this week. As you may recall, in that last video, I was getting ready to paint the boat, and that was when I discovered that my paint had fired off in the can. And it's only been a couple of days since I posted that last video, so I'm still waiting for the new can of paint to arrive. I haven't tracked the shipment yet, but I'm pretty sure it'll still be about another 3 or 4 days before it gets here. So in the meantime, I'm just going to go ahead and get these bunks ready and just use my time wisely. Okay, folks, I will catch you in the next segment. Okay, folks, I'm back. And like I mentioned earlier, I need to remake my trailer bunks, and that's what I'm working on right now. And just to keep it real simple, this is going to bolt to the top edge of this 2x4 right here, and then this 2x4 is what actually bolts to the frame of the trailer. But I need to make some counter bore holes in the tops of these bunks. I don't want to go all the way through. I just need to go down about a 1/2 inch, and that's so the heads of the lag bolts will be below this upper surface right here. And, you know, obviously you don't want these sticking up because the bottom of the boat's going to be sitting here. So they have to be below flush. They have to be below this surface right here. And so I'm just out here right now drilling my counter bore holes. I'm using a Forstner bit, 7/8 Forstner bit, and like I said, I'm sinking those about a 1/2 inch deep. So I've got 8 more holes to go. So let me get busy on that. I'll be right back. Okay, just like that, I got those holes counterbored, and all I have to do now is bore down through the center with a 5/16 bit, and of course that will let that lag bolt pass through. And like I mentioned, we want the heads of those bolts to sit below the surface so as not to drag on the bottom of the boat. You know, like I said, that's obvious there, so this is Captain Obvious speaking again. But anyway, just got more work to do. I've got to get these coated with polyurethane, get them painted, and then get everything bolted together. All right, folks, I will be back. Okay, that gives you a little bit better picture, a little bit better visual image of what I was talking about. The boat sits here. This bolts to the frame of the trailer. All right, just got to get busy and get all this done. Okay, so you just saw me drill my pilot holes in these 3 center holes right here. Already got the counter bores done. You saw that earlier. And so I'll pop this clamp off, take this back apart. We'll go ahead and open up these holes in this top piece to 11/32. That'll allow the lag bolt to clear. And here are the lag bolts I'm using. Using 5/16 galvanized lag bolts with a flat washer. And when I pull this piece back off, I will open the holes up on the bottom just a little bit, but not to 11/32. We've got to leave enough meat there for the thread to bite into. All right, folks, I'm going to get that done. Okay, so let me show you what I was talking about here a moment ago. You know, I want this hole to be big enough for the bolt to drop through, like so. But on the other piece, get that washer out of there. Get my camera recentered. On the other piece, we don't want to drill these holes up that big because, you know, the threads right here, the threads need something to bite into. And so got 3 more holes to do, and then got to get all this stuff coated with polyurethane and paint. All right, folks, we will see you in the next segment. Okay, all the holes are drilled up now, all counterbored, and so now we're just ready for polyurethane. All right, here it goes. Okay, that's pretty much it. Pretty basic stuff there. Just coating them with polyurethane. I'll probably wait for that to dry and go over it with some light sandpaper and scuff it up, and then apply a second coat. And then after that, we'll throw the paint on it. All right, just got to do that a couple of more times. We'll catch you in the next segment. Okay, it's been 7 days since I ordered my paint. Nothing. And we wait. Well, okay then. No paint for the boat. We'll just paint the bunks. Okay, I think you get the general idea. I know it's not exciting, not as exciting as it would be if I was painting this boat, but this is all I got right now. I'm still waiting on the paint to arrive. All right, folks, I'm going to let that dry, then I'll have to flip everything over, do the other side, and I will probably put 2 coats of paint on that. All righty then, we'll catch you later. Okay, I'm back, and I've had a lot going on since that last segment. My paint finally came in, for one thing, and I've already popped a hole in the top and poured a little bit of here to this cup, painted this little test piece, and that is not going to be the final color, by the way. I do have a top coat that's going to go over that. I'm going to sand this with like 300 grit sandpaper after it has cured, and I am going to put a green, kind of a dark green top coat on that, but this is going to be kind of like a base, like a primer. But I am having some issues with some fish eyes right there. That's what those little bubbles are called. And a couple of ways I can eliminate that. I can use fish eye eliminator. I don't know if fish eye eliminator really works well with this product or not. I've never tried it. So a couple of other things I can try. First of all, just put this stuff on thinner. I did lay this on just a little bit thick this morning. Like I said, I'm just testing the epoxy to make sure that we don't have some kind of a conflict between the paint and the epoxy. And the other thing I can do, I'm going to have to do this because now once I went back on their website and read the instructions, it's like, yeah, it jogged my memory. I used this stuff years ago in restoring automotive parts and, you know, on classic cars. And yes, as I recall now, many years later, you do need to use a water-based cleaner prior to applying that brand of paint. It's called KBS coatings, and it's very similar to Pour 15. And I know the folks at KBS will not like to hear that, but it's almost the same product as Pour 15. But this is what I'm going to use to clean the bottom of the boat and get it ready to paint. It's just a citrus degreaser, and it is water-based. And I've been using denatured alcohol to clean the surface of the boat here, you know, after all my fiberglass work and all my sanding work. And yeah, the KBS coating does not like solvent-based cleaners, because even though it looks like it's evaporating very quickly, it does leave just a tiny residue. So I am going to have to get out here this morning and wash this off, like I said, with this water-based cleaner, making sure not to get any of that on these bare plywood surfaces that still have not been fiberglassed. So that's what I'm going to be doing this morning, and I'm going to wait for this to fully cure before I start taping everything off and getting ready for paint. All right, folks, so just a little bit of cleanup time here. We will catch you in the next segment. Okay, folks, the big day has arrived. Time to get it painted. Now remember, it's going to be a battleship gray on this initial coat, but that is not the final color. The final color is going to be like a dark green. Do have the dark green top coat over there that has not fired off in the can. So, all right, with all that said, less talking and more painting. And as always, I will do the best I can with the camera angles, but like I've said in the past, working with the camera, that's secondary. All right, time to get busy.
Okay, so hopefully you can hear me. I got my mask on. I'm not going to take my respirator off. I need to do the other side over there, and I just don't have a good camera platform for that side, so I'm going to go ahead and stop the video right here. I'll be back when it's done. I don't have a whole lot left to do over there. I've got maybe about 8 feet on that side over there. So I'm going to go ahead and get that done. I'll be right back.
Okay, folks, and just like that, I am done. And keep in mind that is just a base coat. That is not the final color. The final color is going to be a dark green. I will have to sand this out before I apply that top coat. And I'll go over it when this is fully cured with some 220 grit sandpaper. But overall, not bad. Not bad at all. And you know, you saw me using the roller, and you're probably scratching your head like, oh my gosh, why is he rolling that on? But this paint is made to be brushed or rolled or sprayed. And so, I mean, it's finishing out nice, even though I do have some fish eyes in the paint there. Right up in this area here was especially bad with those fish eyes. And again, I am going to sand this out with 220 grit, so that will take care of the fish eyes. And this will make a good base for that final top coat. I'm not really worried that we're going to have a lot of issues with the top coat because it's going to be applied over the same manufacturer, same type of paint. It's just the top coat is a UV resistant. This is not UV resistant. It will fade in bright sunlight over time. But I think I'm going to be pleased with the overall results. There's going to be some blemishes. You know, there's going to be some imperfections. It's like one of the other boat builders on YouTube said, you're never going to get it completely, absolutely perfect. And he was absolutely right. But I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this video now. I will pick up where I'm leaving off in the next video when I get ready to lay down that green top coat. So folks, I do thank you for watching, and as always, God bless each and every one of you, and in all things, as always, to God be the glory. Have a blessed day.